Your brain, under the influence of intense romantic love, actually suppresses the very neural circuits responsible for critical judgment and rational thought. This isn't a metaphor, it's a measurable physiological shift where regions like the prefrontal cortex, the seat of reason and decision-making, quiet down, creating a state surprisingly similar to being under the influence of powerful psychoactive substances. What you consider affection, your brain registers as a profound, almost overwhelming chemical alteration. Today, we delve into the extraordinary neurobiology of human connection, dissecting the mesolimbic dopamine pathway and its utterly astonishing role in forging bonds that can feel more compelling than survival itself. Prepare to understand how this intricate system, designed for reward and motivation, can be hijacked by a single person, focusing your entire world, your every waking thought, on them. The journey begins deep within the brain's ancient reward system, a network of structures fundamentally responsible for driving our pursuit of essential resources like food, water, and survival. At the heart of this system lies dopamine, not just a neurotransmitter of pleasure, but crucially, a neurotransmitter of desire and motivation. When you experience something vital, a delicious meal, the thrill of success, dopamine surges, marking that experience as something to be pursued again. It's the brain's way of saying, "Hey, that was good, do it again." Now, imagine this system firing not for basic survival, but for another human being. Research led by Dr. Helen Fisher and colleagues, published in 2002, utilizing fMRI scans of individuals in the throes of early-stage intense romantic love, revealed precisely this. When participants viewed images of their beloved, their brains showed significant activation in areas rich with dopamine receptors, including the ventral tegmental area and the nucleus accumbens. These are the very same regions that light up with intense craving in response to addictive drugs. Think about that for a moment. The biological mechanism driving your passionate longing for another person is virtually indistinguishable from the mechanism driving a potent addiction. It's not about being happy with them, it's about the relentless drive to have them. This isn't just a fleeting emotion, it's a profound physiological demand that reshapes your internal landscape. And this is just the beginning. This primal, dopamine-driven craving morphs into something far more intricate and manipulative when other key neurochemicals enter the scene, profoundly altering your perception of reality and your capacity for rational decision-making. Beyond dopamine, the brain also releases oxytocin and vasopressin, often called the bonding hormones. These neurochemicals reinforce attachment, fostering feelings of trust, comfort, and security. They create a profound sense of connection, but here's the insidious part. These feelings are so powerfully rewarding that they override the brain's natural alarm systems. Consider the individual during early infatuation. They overlook glaring flaws in their partner, dismiss concerns from friends, and engage in risky behaviors they would never otherwise contemplate. Their world narrows, filtering out any information that contradicts the powerful, positive emotional state driven by this neurochemical cocktail. A critical study by Bartels and Zecchi in 2004 precisely illustrated this, revealing a significant deactivation of brain regions associated with negative emotions and social judgment when subjects viewed their loved one. These deactivated areas include parts of the prefrontal cortex and the amygdala, which are typically involved in assessing threats, making sound decisions, and regulating fear. It's as if your brain says, "This person is so vital for my reward system, I'm going to temporarily switch off my internal auditor." The typical before picture is a discerning individual, weighing pros and cons, cautious, perhaps even cynical. The after is a person willingly stepping into a powerful, almost trance-like state, convinced of perfect compatibility despite all external evidence. Does that sound familiar? This isn't a flaw in character, it's a feature of our biology. This is your brain on love, actively suppressing its own capacity for critical thought to ensure the continuation of a powerful, rewarding bond. The desire for that connection becomes so potent that the brain literally sacrifices its usual judgment mechanisms to maintain it. This reframe changes everything. It's not about being weak or foolish, it's about a neurochemical hijacking so complete it can redefine your very understanding of self-preservation. Understanding this potent neurochemical cocktail isn't about stripping away the magic of love, it's about empowering you to navigate its profound influence with a clearer mind. Here are 3 specific applications of this knowledge in your daily life. First, recognize the early warning signs of prefrontal cortex deactivation. When you find yourself rationalizing away significant red flags in a new relationship, dismissing genuine concerns from trusted friends, or experiencing an intense, singular focus on another person to the exclusion of other important life areas, that's your brain signaling its deep dive into the chemical love state. The method here is to intentionally pause and seek external validation. Before making a major decision or committing fully, articulate your reasons to a neutral, trusted friend. Ask them to point out any logical inconsistencies or emotional blind spots. The expected outcome is not to prevent connection, but to build a more resilient relationship founded on clear-eyed reality, not just intoxicating chemistry. Second, leverage the power of conscious dopamine redirection. Since love activates the same reward pathways as addictive substances, you can consciously seek out other healthy dopamine-inducing activities. This isn't about replacing your partner, but about diversifying your brain's reward portfolio. Engage in hobbies you love, pursue personal goals, dedicate time to creative endeavors, or challenge yourself physically. The specific method is to schedule these activities regularly, even when you feel an overwhelming pull to be solely with your partner. For instance, commit to 2 dedicated hours of a passion project 3 times a week. The expected outcome is a more balanced emotional state, reducing the obsessive all-or-nothing quality of early love and fostering a stronger sense of self that isn't entirely dependent on external validation. Third, cultivate conscious empathy for others caught in this cycle. Knowing that someone's brain can literally quiet its judgment centers provides a powerful lens through which to view others' seemingly irrational relationship choices. Instead of labeling a friend's behavior as naive or foolish, recognize it as a probable manifestation of intense neurochemical activity. The method here is to approach their situation with compassion and offer support without judgment. Ask open-ended questions that encourage self-reflection without directly criticizing their partner. For example, instead of, "Why are you still with them?" try, "How does this situation genuinely make you feel about your own well-being?" The expected outcome is to strengthen your connections with others by understanding the powerful, often unseen, biological forces at play in their lives, fostering greater patience and more effective support. You now possess a profound understanding of one of humanity's most powerful and often perplexing experiences. You understand that the dizzying heights of infatuation, the intense cravings, and even the blinding disregard for logic aren't moral failings or weaknesses of character. They are sophisticated, ancient biological programs running deep within your neural architecture. This knowledge fundamentally shifts how you perceive not only your own past and future attractions, but also the seemingly bewildering decisions of those around you. You are no longer merely a participant in the drama of human connection. You are an informed observer, capable of seeing the intricate, powerful symphony of neurochemicals orchestrating the play. You see yourself as a being not just of thought, but of profound, inescapable biological drives. To master the unseen forces that shape every decision, every connection, and every perception, continue this exploration. The journey inward, through the intricate landscape of the mind, holds secrets even more astonishing than those we've uncovered today.